connect you to the world. We connect you to the vicinity. We are Nigeria Info.
Listen to me. I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it. You're trying to insinuate all these people looting Nigeria's money?
This is Nigeria Info in the heart of Nigeria. 92.3. We are Nigeria Info.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Yes, the conversation begins right now. So let's jump right into it. According to reports, the Vice President of Nigeria, OSIBANJO, stated that legal provisions will be utilized to collect taxes on profits made locally by global technology and digital firms that are not based in Nigeria, but with significant economic presence in the country. He said this during an interaction with a delegation from the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, that's the CITN, that's led by its president, Mr. Adesina Adedayo, and this conversation happened at the presidential villa. Now, OSIBANJO's spokesman, Laolu Akonde, made this known in a statement yesterday. He said, while the federal government will not be raising tax rates at this time based on the Finance Act 2019, it is already empowered to widen the tax nets. That means for international companies, tech companies that are operating, have a consumer base here in Nigeria, they will begin to pay their tax. I'll continue with what he said. This includes collecting taxes on the Nigerian income of global tech giants with significant economic presence here, even if they have not established an office or permanent establishment and are currently not paying taxes in Nigeria. He went on to quote Section 4 of the Finance Act 2019 that provides that the finance minister may, by order of the president, determine what constitutes the significant economic presence of a company other than a Nigerian company. He also went on to say that we've had severe economic downturns, which of course implies that we may not be able to collect taxes with the aggressiveness that would ordinarily be expected. But the most important thing in his words is that we must widen our tax net so that more people who are eligible to pay tax are paying. So many other things were said in that meeting, and according to this report, it's quite the volume. But I believe you understand what is being said and you understand what decision the federal government is making. So many questions come to mind. But the big question is, do you think that digital giants here in Nigeria, operating or having a consumer base here in Nigeria, should pay tax to the Nigerian government? What do you think? That's a big question. And again, how will this decision made by the federal government affect our patronage of these tech giants? We'll talk about Google, for instance. We're talking about the Twitter app that has been still unbanned right now in the country. But from this report, these companies will begin to pay tax. Do you think they should pay tax to the Nigerian government? When this, of course, like I always do, I began to search for reactions, and I did find some. One of the things that is standing out right now for a lot of people is, yes, you're demanding more tax. You're trying to widen our tax nets, like you say. But what are these monies being used for? I think that question in itself should be the most asked question of 2021. Or let's even say 2020 to 2021. Because we've always had reason to ask, what are these monies being used for? We recover some looted funds, maybe a batch of looted funds, for instance. We're asking, what are these monies used for? Yes, to some regard, the federal government comes out to defend the use of these monies. They say, oh, this money is not given to us in cash, for instance, the country, is ensuring that this money is used for whatever project. For instance, the second Niger bridge, that obviously is under construction, and that's one of the things we're going to do. Another example, our railway mode of transportation is also being heavily invested in. They give examples of projects that need to be done. You hear of figures of huge figures reeled out every day. Oh, this is, for our military, for our arsenal. Where's the money? Where does it go? You hear so many loans in very recent time. For the past couple of months now, the country, so many loans we've been borrowing. To Senator last week, he did say Nigeria is poor, so we need to borrow. We've been borrowing a lot for so many projects. But are Nigerians really seeing these activities or these they are put? Some may be long-term, yes, we understand, but we need to see the workings. Just last year, we heard, how many billion naira approved for the renovation of the National Assembly. For renovations, Nigerians made a lot of noise, threw tantrums, but it was approved regardless. Last week, we hear that there was such an embarrassing leakage at the same complex that was supposedly supposed to be renovated with such incredible amount of money. Again, as they always do, they came out to say, well, yes, we're about to renovate. What I'm just trying to get at here is people aren't necessarily well acquainted. People are seeing where all of these are going. Now, the government has said that digital giants will begin to pay tax on the profits they make from the Nigerian markets. How do you think this is going to affect us, positively or negatively? This obviously means more money for us as an economy, as a government. If Nigeria has more money, what would you expect that we begin to use monies?
The European club football season is over, but football never sleeps. Enter the UEFA European Football Championship. The pandemic denied fans the excitement they crave as the Euro 2020 in 2021, with scenes all over the European continent, traversing state lines and capitals, from Rome to Baku, St. Petersburg, Amsterdam, Bucharest, Glasgow, Copenhagen, Seville, Munich, and London. Nigeria's #1 radio station for Nigeria Info. Advertising. Euro 2020. The European club football season is over, but football never sleeps. Enter the UEFA European Football Championship. The pandemic could only delay, but never deny the fans the excitement they crave as the Euros take center stage. It's Euro 2020 in 2021, with scenes all over the European continent, traversing state lines and capitals, from Rome to Baku, St. Petersburg, Amsterdam, Bucharest, Glasgow, Copenhagen, Seville, Munich, and London. The coverage is global and the cast nationwide, covering every blade of grass on Nigeria's #1 radio station for sports and talk, Nigeria Info. Reach out for sponsorship and advertising. Euro 2020 with Femi and the gang on Nigeria Info. Live football, just the way.
I like to put it that way. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gabriella. 29 minutes on the clock. On this beautiful day, we're in the 28th day, by the way, of the month of June. We've got into the end of the month. Hallelujah. Can't wait for the month of July to begin, Anyway, back to our conversation. So today we're starting our conversation off on the show with the federal government's decision to tax profits made by digital giants here in Nigeria. And this was as stated by the Vice President of Nigeria, OSIBANJO. He said that legal provisions will be utilized on profits made locally by global technology and digital firms that are not based in Nigeria, but have significant economic presence in the country. So you have tech giants such as, the popular search engine Google, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have, every other tech company that does not have an office here or is not indigenous, to us, but has a strong economic presence, that has a strong consumer base, will begin to pay tax on the profits they make from the Nigerian market. The question I'm asking is, do you agree that these companies should pay tax to Nigeria? Now imagine Google, for instance, paying tax to every country in the world that their search engine works in. Crazy, right? Anyway, I'll leave you to tell me what you think. I really want to know what you think, how you're feeling about this. Do you think that these companies should pay tax to the Nigerian government? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. I'll take the numbers again, just in case you did not get it. To the phone lines now. Good afternoon. Please turn off your radio.
Yes, what I think about the fact that federal government says Google should be paying tax. I mean, it's not good. It's not good because Google is everywhere and it helps a lot of people. And what if Google decides that, okay, we are pulling out of Nigeria, this thing that just happened and they don't want to be? I don't buy the idea. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much for sharing. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. Permit me to say that the government are already on the tech giants in. Okay, so everyone that have a smartphone have applications running on it, and this is the application that the manufacturers of these phones use in selling their phone, right? And the telecommunication companies actually are taxed by the government that empower these applications to run. So thereby, we buy data, subscription, and all that that we use in running these applications. Now, do you know that these manufacturers of this phone are in partnership with the app makers to produce as much as they can, thereby the government taxing the phone makers before they bring it, even before the phone goes to your hand or to my hand or mass produced, delivered in Nigeria. Government knows how to collect their tax from them. So permit me to say that all these are inside, whatever is inside your phone goes through all those processes. Maybe an expert, perhaps, I am just a layman on the street. Maybe an expert can portray on this point so that we know what we are doing, right? I don't want to say that our vice president is not the right channel. He is, but maybe the message is not properly channeled. That is why we are here. But however, we like us to say if what I'm saying is not true, then they should be taxed, and the tax should be used to develop the tech or ICT industry in Nigeria. Should not be the one that they will stay while the leaders are enjoying, the masses are wailing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for putting it quite substantially there. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, the female caller line 0817-923-0009.
Hello. Yeah, Gabriella. Yeah, I don't really know your market. You understand? I don't really get benefits from Google, for instance. Engine that has helped people to locate resources is free of charge. Is free. It helps scholars, it helps people for research and all that. So I'm not asking, is it like Google services? Is it not working with examples? So you're looking in the right direction. Google is, for all I know, they don't make their money from Nigeria market. It's adverts. How many Nigerian companies do adverts on Google that drive their revenue? So I think that the country depends more on Google than Google depends on Nigeria. So for government to say they will tax Google, for instance, and other high-tech giants that don't happen in Nigeria, it doesn't make sense. It just looks of desperation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on the matter. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I think Google should pay tax, but somehow I think it will affect the tariff. Our tariff. Okay? I believe that, collecting money from those companies in Nigeria, and somehow we don't know about it.
Why do you think so?
Google cannot come to Nigeria without, any link or connection to anybody here in Nigeria. Yes.
When you say any link to anybody in Nigeria, what exactly do you mean? I'm a little lost.
It's like if I want to do a business somewhere in the Western world, and there's somebody there, you understand? The person will help me to do this, and somehow the person will benefit from what I will want him or her to do for me. So I believe there are people benefiting from it. And somehow the government wants the tax at the tax.
Do you mean individual people, or do you mean
government, people in the hands of affairs? I believe they know about this.
They know about what exactly? About Google being in Nigeria?
Yes.
It's not a secret. It's no secret.
It's not a secret, but I believe there are people benefiting from this company, this Google in Nigeria. And perhaps you and I don't know about it. Okay? So I somehow, this tax, I know it's good because they are it's a business they are doing in Nigeria, and they are making money from Nigerians. It's good for them to pay tax, but I think it will affect us as per the tariff. Okay? So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling and for sharing your thoughts. You got me a little confused somewhere in there, but thank you anyway. All right, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. We're streaming live on Facebook, so you can join the conversation on there at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Solomon calling.
Go ahead.
All right. Concerning the matter on ground, before a company will operate in any country, they're guaranteed. So that guarantee is, I think they must pay the token before operating. And this platform use it for their businesses. So for the government to ask them to pay for that task, I don't think it's encouraging. What they pay, the token they paid for them to be guaranteed to operate. I hope that should be enough. I don't think there's any need of paying tax again.
Okay.
That's my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, hello. So I call again.
Okay.
So somebody was saying that Google, what is Google benefiting from Nigeria? Nigeria benefits, say, I'm speaking on the side of the one about. Okay. So I will say that for you to go on Google and just search, for you think you are searching for free. However, there are sponsored ads, that are running that companies pay Google for before for you to see. We're just seeing it alone, clicking, and then they and then you patronize them, that is something you have done, and Google benefit, and the company benefit, and Nigerian companies are actually running ads on Google. And you can also run your ad from anywhere in the world, and we'll see it right here in Nigeria, right? So I just want to make that clear that we benefit. Is a win-win thing for us. Like I've said before, Nigeria are already taxing them. For we to use these apps on our phone, there is something that they have. I don't know how to put it. Maybe a specialist will come and explain that, but it's already running. It's already running. So to better understand this, it's like you in the studio now, you are talking. I'm sure what you are giving to us now is maybe when you cut me or when I go off, you play an advert. Now that advert is what Google do too. That is just it. So all the adverts that you run on radio station, I believe they pay for it, right? And I'm sure that is where your salary comes from. That is where you pay your rent, you buy your diesel, you do all that you do to run your station. So that is the same way the internet thing works. So if you ask me, the way you are paying your own tax, they should pay too, as if they're not already paying. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling back to put that out there. Like I said earlier, you can join the conversation via Facebook. We're streaming live on there, so you can watch us as you comment at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. But we have about 15 minutes left for this conversation. So tell me, the question I'm asking really right now is, do you think that digital giants, tech companies, international tech companies should pay tax to the Nigerian government? Do you think that they should? And tell me why. Good afternoon.
Hello, yeah, hi, good morning.
Good afternoon, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, afternoon. Does Google and all these tech giants operate in other clients? Do they pay tax? If they pay tax, they don't pay tax in Nigeria.
So whatever obtains in other parts of the world?
Why do people think that Nigerians benefit from these platforms and these platforms don't benefit from Nigeria? These platforms are not set up as charities, they are businesses. So is Google in Nigeria to lose? If they are not benefiting, are they losing? Why should they consume that they are losing? I think people should think a bit more deeply before they make comments about all of this. If Google operates in other places and pay tax, there's no reason why they should not pay tax to Nigeria. Okay? It's a simple thing. And this idea that Nigeria benefits from everybody and people don't benefit from Nigeria, I mean, Nigeria benefits from them and they don't benefit from Nigeria, is wrong. They are looking for markets. They are looking for expansion. If business expands or it remains stagnant and dies. So Google, what have you, all of those platforms, they have competition. So if Google is not here, their competition with this market of 220 million persons, it's very attractive, for God's sake, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to respond to one of the things you mentioned quite succinctly there, I must add. I'm going to respond to that soon in a minute. But let's take some messages coming in. Remember, you can join the conversation via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. On WhatsApp, this says, who should be paying who? Escobar is asking. Hello, Gabby. The most straightforward thing to do is create that environment for these tech giants or entice them to do business here and tax them easily. Have they considered the following? 1, we buy data to use these tech apps from telecoms that already pay tax to the government. 2, these apps are mostly free now and will push them to charge Nigerians to use the apps if we tax them. So Nigerians are invariably paying more tax. 3, how will they even quantify the tax to pay when we can't even determine who pays or who doesn't pay tax in Nigeria? There are more considerations, but let us start from there. Low-hanging fruits like cost of governance is there to generate revenue. We want to go to the bigger ones. DG, thank you so much for your message. Your second question was quite interesting. Your second comment rather was quite interesting. So these apps are mostly free right now, and if we begin to tax them, they might, it's not a probability, it's not certain, it's just a probability, they might begin to charge Nigerians to use these apps if we tax them. And if so, does that not mean that we are indirectly paying more tax to use these apps? Think about that. Deji, thank you so much for that one. B. Kelly says, hello, Gabby. From looking into how taxes other African countries like Uganda placed on social media, the taxes are borne by the users and not the companies at the end of the story. And it serves to reduce users and usage, where the aim of the government is to make it almost an inconvenience to use social media apps. B. Kelly, thank you for your thoughts. Again, this line that you're towing, this line in your comment that you're towing was one of the lines that I really tried to avoid, but this was very, very pronounced when I was going through some of the reactions to this report last night. A lot of people were saying, are you sure this is not just deployed by the government to yet again find another way, a subtle way to control the use of social media, or the use of internet in Nigeria? Who knows? That's another angle to look at it from. Moving on now. This question says, do our leaders know that Google can buy Nigeria? No name in this this post. Let me see if I can find one. Caleb Sokolo. All right, Caleb. Thank you very much for that one, Caleb. Good afternoon. This is Emmanuel from Port Harcourt. I wonder why our government will want to take a decision that will affect the masses due to anger that the president's tweet has been deleted. Telling them to pay is a very bad decision they're about taking, and they will definitely react either by shutting down their servers in the country or charging us, the users. Emmanuel, thank you very much for your thoughts. Back to the phone lines, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007, and the female caller line 0817-923-0009. On WhatsApp, it's 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. And Facebook, was streaming live on there. You can go watch us as you comment at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Hello, good afternoon. All right, do you want to call me back? Hello. Oh dear, lost it as well. All right, let's take some messages on Facebook. On Facebook, Emmanuel James says, remember all the traveling Mr. President did after the 2015 elections? He wants to be like those countries. I do not understand, Emmanuel James. I don't understand your message. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gabriella.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. My name is Barry, calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead.
As for me, the federal government is double taxing these people. Because if they tax Google, they are double taxing them. Because they are taxing MTN and Glo, which we, the masses, buy data from and access this Google. And MTN paid Google to access their network. So if they want to tax Google, they are double taxing them because they are taxing MTN, which they are the service provider. So that is my take.
Double taxing, that's another challenge. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. So yes, there is that potential. That's a worthy argument. Are you sure that some of these companies will not be double taxed? If we get critically look at it. Anyway, to the messages now on Facebook. Oh, okay. So Emmanuel James sends a follow-up message. He says he wants to be like those countries. Oh, I see. Emmanuel James, thank you so much for your comments. Chooks Oko says, I don't support Google paying any tax in Nigeria because Nigerians benefit more And Google is really helping educating our people in all spheres of life. And if Google should pull out of our country, it will affect lives negatively. I know many people now that have benefited in knowing how to read and write from the internet. That's from Chooks from Port Harcourt. Thank you very much, Chooks, for that one. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is George.
Go ahead.
Okay. As a taxman, I think it's wise for them to pay tax.
Okay.
In the sense that they are making profit. Though we Nigerians will try to take things from a different angle. In the sense that we're looking at it as if Google is not making profit. Google is profit. Even from the advert and every other side, they are making money. Yes, we're buying data. Data, they are taxing maybe MTN or Airtel. But the simple thing is that from the profit they are making, they should be able to pay a little bit to the government. And definitely, government have their own way of taxing companies. There will not be a reason for them to tax on data that we've already paid for, or the MTN or Airtel has already paid for. But those ones that they are not paying tax on is the area that the government will look into and tax them on those. So the earlier we begin to get it, the better for us. This country is for all of us, no matter what is happening. Thank you.
Now, let me ask, if these companies, like you say, should be taxed, what do you think that money, or the money is recovered, not recovered now, the monies from the tax paid, what do you think those monies should be used for?
Definitely. We know that the country we are, they are not doing the right thing. The taxes they are collecting is supposed to use to provide the amenities for me and you. But they are not doing that. But are we going to say that because they are not doing that, we should now overlook what we ordinarily we're supposed to be doing? One day we will get it right. One day the good government will come and things will take their normal shape. That is my own belief.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. We'll squeeze in time for just our final caller, but let's take some messages as they come in. Taking Emmanuel James already. All right, on Facebook, Alero Rupi Ogbebo says, if Google has a corporate office in Nigeria with staff and all, then they are expected to pay corporation tax. That's income tax. I agree, Alero. Mustafa Alkali Koko says, to me, they have to pay because it can be another source of revenue to our country. Furthermore, it's a business they're doing and they're making profit. So if an individual citizen can pay tax, they should too. All right. Our final caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, Gabriella. I called back, Tari.
Tari, go ahead.
Your last caller said they are not paying tax on their advert. They are paying it. Without your data, how can you see their advert? Without MTN, Glo, and Airtel, you do not see their data. And those companies are paying heavily in Nigeria. So if you are taxing them, we are double taxing them because for instance, if you are playing advert in your radio station and government says since you are playing advert is not only music people are doing, you should pay for advert for your tax for your advert. It's not how they do things. They are paying, these companies are paying tax already in Nigeria. So if they have any other means to make their money, that is the way they are making money. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Tari. We'll take a final message or messages. I think I have quite a number of them here. Anyway, Franco Confident says, was the Twitter ban on President Buhari's account responsible for this sudden decision by the federal government? The government should not remove us from the cyberspace with the hope of the anticipated other app. Confidence. Thank you very much for your comments. A final comment on Facebook. Agnes Adoko says, let me start by saying this. For instance, Nigeria Info is free to listen and had huge audience, thereby attracting adverts for businesses. From businesses, payments are made to Nigeria Info, which I believe they pay taxes to the Nigerian government. In the same vein, these tech giants make huge amounts of money from Nigerians daily for adverts. I run my business ads on social media and I pay for it, so the company should pay taxes. Agnes, thank you so much for your thoughts. Let's move on now to WhatsApp. This is quite a lengthy read. This is quite a lengthy read. Okay. Can I take it? Let's try. U.S. total national debt is $18.2 trillion, which is the world's most indebted country. UK is second with a total debt of $7.49 trillion. France, Germany, Netherlands, Japan, Spain complete the top 10 list of the world's most indebted countries. China, with a debt of $1.4 trillion, is 14th. If you compare total national debt to GDP, Japan ranks the worst. Nigeria's total national debt is $89 billion. Why are the most developed economies the most indebted? Why do they still borrow? Why do some of us sell our ancestral lands to travel to the most indebted countries? Why is almost everything working over there? Infrastructure, that's the answer. No country can develop above her level of infrastructure. Sentiments don't develop a country. Governments don't build industries. They build, develop, and maintain infrastructure. All right. Thank you for that one, SWA. Good afternoon, Gabby. I think this is a welcome development. Look at the headlines on the news. But my problem is, what will the government do with the payment? Question that most everybody is asking. Eddie from Woji says, to me, I do not buy the idea for them to pay tax, but our government will love to collect tax, but will not use the money for the masses. It's another way of stealing money. These tech giants are not charity organizations, the real oracle says. They are businesses and are making billions of dollars in profits. And are paying tax to the country of origin. They should pay tax to every country they make money from. That's the final comments I can take. Apologies, the time is up, but don't forget it. 1 o'clock the news update comes up. That's at that's in 3 minutes, so 2 minutes now. 2 minutes from now, the news update, and right after, conversations continue right here on the sunny side on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Don't go away.